Oh, thank you, Rotor. Thank you for the tier 1.
Team Heretics versus PRX.
Hey, wait, they're wearing the other jersey? Damn it, I'm wearing the OG one. I thought they were gonna wear that.
We might get that here. Look at the util set up for this A main fight. Miniboo fancies a little bit of it, but PRX is slower on the uptake. There's a smoke out on them, but they're going to try and follow this Rage util in. Miniboo has a swing. Something gets ahead of it.
Oh, they got traded though.
Follow up on the grab well, and now will take up this position of boxes. And that's stunning stuff for Rienz. Just what the doctor ordered.
For a second, one for $5.
The game, essentially.
$50 NT. Fuck. That's okay. Script it round. Script it round. It's okay. Hey, this is like the meant to be round. Not that we want to lose, but.
PRX opt to go for a pretty loose call here. Just triple speed through the smoke with multiple players there. They're lined up. On the line in their first buy round, a lot of emphasis towards mid. It looks like they just want to go for a very quick A split, or at least threaten that to open things up. Here comes that double satchel. In the push. Oh, he can't be getting that.
Oh, there's more where that came from. Wyatt. Devi's having to deal with Benji. And now you're trapped if you're Rienz in A main. He's only good for the one. Miniboo needs to try and find a way into the game, but he's at risk of being crunched on here as Forsaken gets the spike down. Clock is ticking for Miniboo, and eventually he'll be stuck out of position. It's on Boo.
They lost that round, but taking it in convincing fashion.
This is no way you're ready for this.
Yeah, no, I mean, having to make that adjustment. Look at him.
Oh my god.
As well. That movement is so smooth.
And again, we're seeing Heretics try and slow the game down with these nebulae, right? Smoke up and force PRX to flash through them. That's a heavy PRX pings towards back.
Oh my god, it's an eco. We don't throw ecos anymore, do we?
This B side. Once again, C's thrown in. Jing disrespects the Razorbinder. Boo is absolutely not ready for that. He's wrapped around with the justice. Where that came from, apparently. Jing is unchained. Cannot be stopped at this stage.
Mr. Unchained.
Heretics don't quite have the arsenal to slow them down meaningfully. Grabwell is going to be avoided by Rienzi. Extricates himself, but now the boys.
Oh my god, we're not throwing ecos. Who are we?
Ruthless.
Love it.
Plays
Thank you.
around him. No one's running the race here, but they make it work.
Finally though. No, this might be the PRX that you don't know, but it's fine.
Two plaza by Heretics, it doesn't come. And now they're going to start to clear into connector. Wood has given up this space. Play a more passive line. He doesn't see them cross. Showstopper pop. Jing is headed on the guts. Oh, he's headed over towards Art. Surely he doesn't wrap on this player. Benji's about to get real busy.
No!
And he dodged the rocket.
Okay, he died.
Handles him. Once again, playing through these smokes. Oh
my god,
slowed
no.
the pace down. The shots have been good enough to make it something in Forsaken verse 3.
Who's next?
Wood is slowly flanking Nebula drops, but the ultimate is ripped by something. Going to get all the information on this side, clearing out Secret, just letting Forsaken know that he's safe to pivot towards this back area. They want to flip the map right now. Stuns coming through, something feels like he's in so much danger. Gate crashes out to main, and that's
we still have time.
Separate
like 50 seconds on the board.
Players. It's going to come down to individuals, 1v1s, the cosmic divide even being used here.
This is going to at least give a safe pocket for something
to
get
god.
that planted. Gate crashed away from the fault line.
Might be perfect.
Oh my for Forsaken.
Miniboo just has to watch too many angles. He's so scared. He knows that's, Forsaken could be going for him.
You got two initiators up here for Heretics. Decent util for this retake, but the cosmic divide is a bit of an issue. Forsaken's going to anchor here behind this nebula. Information, though, is kind of out of date about where Heretics could be coming from, but now a bit more of an inkling. Is he going to push this? Something happens it there from main.
Calculate that smoke!
His job. That is
It's a cool way to take A main, that pop flash, double satchel, and they just want to continue this in. Teleport from something. Jing with a nade kill. Something beautiful.
I remember the 0-8 incident.
Jing has no time for it, though, and Miniboo will get
Don't
do it.
This is a Masters, you can't do that!
Oh my god, yes he can!
You can't do that in the first half of the opening game.
The words of Coach Nilzinho, Heretics have been sleeping for that first half. Hopefully, 11-1 rings to the tune of the alarm clock that gets them back in this game. Miniboo's already gotten his way onto this A site now, tapped up a little bit. PRX have not quite shown themselves yet. Something lurks amongst the shadows. That's a bloody good timing, at least for one play. What a shot!
Okay.
Who can deal with him at least? Player advantage for PRX though. Now we've got a God's Honest 2 versus 2, and here's Forsaken, gets the spike loose, it's up to Benji.
Putang ina, 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 putang ina. Nice!
After the second half for Team Heretics. Finish off, brimming with confidence. Forsaken is loving it.
Just doing the little things right. There's something with the confidence to push out of what a joy this is to see PRX in prime form. White hot.
Okay.
There's a stack on the B side.
Oh no! You didn't say putang ina, bro!
Forsaken finds his, and then PRX realizes action elsewhere.
It's okay, you know what? 112. The fuck? If they come back from this, honestly, they deserve it. I'll change my name to Team Heretic Spicy UU, bro. Like, you tell me that they can come back from a 112.
Gets the first half down.
GG!
Double swing. Forsaken follows in. A mini boot caught on the lurk.
This would be one of the nastiest losses that Heretics have suffered in quite some time.
At least not a 0-13, I guess.
Boo here's going to try and go to work with him, but Dubai shuts the book on this first map. What a way to make a statement here in Toronto. PRX are back.
Find me one person that put in a 13-1.
Give Patman the edge, but it's going to be a dizzy on out. Patman already on the spray.
He got one.
He got his. Heretics slowed up somewhat on their way over towards this B side of the map, but now that Viper Wall is something they can play from behind.
Dead production.
On the rotates, getting towards this B side.
The ACL one, oh my god.
He's got a player though coming from his left. He might not be ready for the 2 push. And there it is. Once again, PRX give as good as they get.
Rifle upgrade for Divine now as well. Wood solo. These shock darts have done tremendous damage. It's going to force out the Thrash.
They're both so fucking low, dude.
And even if it does, can anyone get a kill off of it? No.
Decent ping though on the side of PRX, but here is Forsaken with the Odin. He wants to try and push up. Wood is very, very low, but there's still a spike to defend now. Heretics just going to try and hang on here. Hold on against this relentless onslaught, but Divine wraps on yellow.
Nation to stack proper sites. This was a great moment for Team Heretics that we highlighted. From there, you just have Forsaken coming back in with
oh my god, they replayed it. Jesus Christ, flicking on a fucking Odin, bro.
Heretics at least tried to manipulate the pace. 6 footsteps on this B side of the map. Devi's been drawn over in that direction to assist. Benji, the curry spot, okay. Not too shabby, my friend. Holds it down admirably. That is definitely going to throw a wrench in the works for PRX, and now that lockdown will allow Devi to at least get some space. Rien's is waiting for him
to deal with.
But no one was watching pipes at the time. Forsaken actually gets back.
This could get dangerous, but now that the lockdown is used, that Hunter Sphere is going to need to be expended to break it, unless they just intend on getting out of here, which is going to be the case.
Oh, the Shocky does not hit. That lockdown
who's next?
And now Heretics able to make use of that to get entrenched here at this A side.
And they're going to want to use this Hunter's Fury with the Paranoia to get back in. This is fast. This is pacey from PRX.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, belated as it is, but it's going to be Jing going to work with him. He's gotten in and under rafters. Something at a time. They're going to get it. It's Benji that answers that late round lurk. Who deals with Forsaken? Jing gets his tap. He was already able to find these first 2 kills. But to expect him to make it 5, even for him, might be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
With the shoulder pick shot through the knee, still an adventurer, though. Boo and Benji happy just to stay entrenched. A hard fought round here for Heretics, and finally!
Draft the Blade Sword just plucked out of the air. All right, Heretics heating up a little bit individually. Ooh. That's crazy. That is a mental shot from Benji, who is starting to hit.
Still cranking 90. Good to see.
For him.
Turret just got cleared on a very tight line. He's going to see one. That's Rien's trying to cross. Dealt with. Something wants to repost the line, but very quickly, Heretics all got across to A. And he's going to know that in a couple of seconds.
And look at PRX. They're already rotating off this B site. They have Patman, Deep Yellow, and the other 2 players are making their way to A with some haste. And they try to flood in. They might. No, not with that lockdown, though. Certainly going to be kept at bay.
I don't think PRX have the mechanism with which to remove that, so they're going to have to respect and pull off the site. That early rotate now kind of nullified. We're going to get a plant down. Heretics look to dig in here and anchor.
And it looks like they want to come right back in. Recon, Paranoia, here come PRX.
Heretics Viper's pit now to play with.
We're flooding.
Ensconced safely within the poison walls.
Oh my god, the Viper's pit.
Mr. Saken sees this easy come his way. Happy to spam through. Eventually PRX are going to have to commit. Wood has been dealt with. The Viper though, spawning the pit still at large. Jing wants to get past this now, spamming Boo's direction. Mini Boo though, dealt with.
Blood.
Pattern is in here, sees the Viper, and there it is. The wall comes down, as does the curse.
Hey, we got 5, we got
Heretics in
5.
this round.
Hey, yo, давай. Mind freak, mind
PRX are
freak.
just able to get right back in for free and overwhelm everyone in that pit. It's somebody getting that opening kill, and then Spam connects on to Woot. Cooked from there.
You see how much...
Like heavy. And then we have a freaking up holding A. We should be good, no?
Team Heretics, they do need to wait for this wall to come back up. Oh my god, PRX, they just want to go in off the
Are they going
paranoia
in?
with the recon.
Looking for their own timing, marching to the beat of their own drum, but...
Oh my
what
god.
A stunning mosh pit there,
Okay.
shut him down.
Oh
Devi's able to
no.
find his 2. And Benji's not in a hurry to get involved. Heretics have done well to trade up on this B site. This has drawn something in Forsaken across
Where
the
do
map.
we...
We're going to have an advantage attack side post plant.
Planted.
This is looking highly awkward towards mid. Forsaken left on an island towards B, just wants to slowly
Come on,
maneuver
Thanos.
forward.
Thanos!
Get this kill. What a snappy shot!
Thanos,
Now-
Thanos, Thanos!
Have to deal with Woot,
One
tucked
more,
in
one
corner
more.
by Yellow. Doesn't want to give
Yeah,
himself up to Forsaken. Here comes the Thrash. Something nosy now needs to gain some altitude, but finally Benji is rewarded for his patience in the round.
That was
Bed heavy,
interesting
yeah.
for PRX if they
It's a
go
bed
for this
heavy.
refight
But it's
attempt.
not something you can control.
Any effort to actually get the spike
Why?
down.
It's a heavy chat.
Wingman wasn't planting.
It's a thing that
Wasn't really a
happens.
push forward. They just tried to catch raw timing.
Oof. My
Does
goodness.
not work out.
Both sides have rifles. It's a very healthy bonus for PRX.
Taking the time at the moment, something
Oh, my
has
neck
been
hurts.
allowed to take all the space and be made. Oh no, that
Again.
is disastrous, Boo! Just doesn't
Jesus
think that
Christ.
someone would be that close. Nothing left in the bank. This is must win at the moment, Patman. This fight is so awkward. That's as messy as
Come
it
on,
gets.
right.
Late Paranoia comes
Oh,
in, but
yeah,
Patman definitely
okay,
supportive
great.
in that engagement. Something eventually that was put to bed on the B side of the map, and this has precipitated a pivot. Now with mid control, PRX can go towards A and not worry about getting caught, but it's a pump fake.
What a timing for Patman to catch, and they have Forsaken playing towards A again. They could really pivot
know
anywhere
what?
here. It's just, we're
Wait,
playing
you got
TDM. Who wins that out?
How do I
Maybe
say
that's a
black
way in
man?
to find a pick.
Kupal.
Small gap in that smoke will be challenged. Wood has to drop down, and the spacing isn't quite there, apparently. How far does their gun skill get them against a fully armed PRX team on a roll?
Listen, they've got the right stack to do it. The weapons might be decent enough. Something shut down early. They're trying to get into this site. PRX team is pushed up, but he can't connect.
Messy stuff. Divine Forsaken out, got to pick it up.
Oh
but
my
there is
God,
Forsaken.
Thanos.
Quick response. And he doubles down. Oh, Hunter's Fury.
He's susceptible to just one shot from it, but he's able to get out of the way. But again, read by Riens. He's too smart.
Sorry, I yelled.
Too
But
aware.
fuck.
For that advantage retake over towards B, but when the spike goes down, that will allow a rifle to be collected.
Shit, he
perhaps.
doesn't know, he doesn't know.
No, they just want to go for this with the
They didn't even get a
Riens
weapon.
does have a recon.
Divine has a turret to play contact off potentially.
Hey,
Does he have
okay.
the time to set up
Kind
this?
of a good news for us, I guess. Still two
To have
sheriffs.
this
That thing is a
utility
2v1.
at your disposal in such an important clutch.
Look at Devi. He still has to be weary about this flank as Riens is making his presence known forward.
Oh, he still has a dart.
Trying to get ahead of the owl drone. Does he have a time
my
on
God.
boost? Watch him out. Util in hand. Divine is divine. What a
They
Red
played
Bull
that
clutch
so...
to keep
but
PRX well and truly on the tracks.
Team Heretics know that that round could have
Oh my God.
absolutely shifted the
Thank
momentum,
God.
but it's a
No, thank God he pushed out when one of them was
run for
droning.
PRX now in this second half. Disaster for the
Like,
European
they
side.
didn't have no... I wonder
Forsaken
why they didn't
comes
bother
up
about the weapon
clutch
upgrade.
with these
They
two
just wanted to
kills
go
get
there
them
fast.
back into the round.
Oh, they kind of give it to him though. The 2v1 became 1v1.
He comes in. You can see Weber just throw his head back. Okay, Heretics, credit to them. Still want to find a burst of
Are you
speed.
crazy?
Oh, the boys were waiting for you, Miniboo. You were expected.
Why are you calling me
Was
Thanos?
safe.
He's like Thanos,
Pulling
no?
back for the multiple players to guard him.
It's just,
remaining.
it's
Still,
just
Forsaken is
filthy.
one of the
They're
scariest
trying to
player.
make hero plays. You can't
in
blame
any
them.
team.
They've only got sheriffs. PRX have absolutely shut them down. Their
Oh my
economy
God.
is completely out of control. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. All right, thank you.
Ah, no knife though.
We can't have two.
In our
was
server
such a
back then.
lockdown
But
to
now
work
he's
with.
back in America or something, right?
Like, I like the idea. Heretics
that's
obviously with
probably
a
not gonna
back-breaking
happen again.
round. They were virtually two-dimensional
I think
after
he
that
was in
one.
Korea that
Still want to
time.
go forward, play that PRX-esque aggressive
to say server?
B-side
Oh, you know
play,
what I
at
mean.
least use their neon to get something. But man, I mean, PRX
that's
wrote the script for that. They were there
Yo.
when the deep magic was written.
6-round run coming into this with an 80+% win rate on attack. We're seeing exactly why deep recon is going to come through mid, and then something can swing off this with Patman. No one is going to actually be spotted by it. No, Benji caught, and there's a teleport into spawn. Disarray for Heretics.
Oh my god.
Oh man, they're getting clowned.
Oh my god, I think it's over, guys.
They were trying.
It's an
Desperately
early
to bail
night, thank
water out of
god.
this quickly sinking boat.
It'll
They've
be
already been
over.
cut down to 3 players, and Patman is on a timing, but there's an awareness here for Woot. He kind of knows it, and he's ready.
I was going to say, Patman, he's just in the walls at all times, but Heretics ready now. This is winnable.
Yep, something spotted out. Here comes a fast retake for Heretics. Good start. Forsaken dealt with Raptors control. Assumed. Woot very sharp
Wait,
this
what?
round. Thrash here will look to find Divide. Last standing
Oh
member of
my
PRX.
God.
And in midair, he is detained.
You're
Heretics come
welcome.
up for air. It's a breather. A brief respite.
You're welcome.
But boy howdy, look at those wallets on the side of PRX. They are bulging. It's possible Alex took exception with that
Like
round for
undefeated.
PRX. I can't be sure.
Oh,
Wow!
Wait.
Oh, Boo is not ready.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
clearing the recon, and Jing is just too far ahead
Nice
of the play
newbie.
for him.
Leave a like, a
Just
thumbs up, and
double
share with your
teleports
mom.
forward. He gets all of that
Specifically your
space
mom.
for free. You're never expecting
you.
it on defense. Towards screens, it's slow right now. Relay bolt doesn't hit something. Here comes the lockdown.
He's going after it.
No.
By hook or by
I thought he was gonna go screens and look down.
He's looking for this, and there's Patman on the lurk timing. Oh, the lockdown.
Oh
It's
my,
down
what
from
a
under
fucking
Heretics.
lurk, what
I
a
can't with
red!
this guy.
How do you say red in Putang? Like Tagalog.
Now Heretics know they really can't play off the side. They've got to commit. They've got to challenge this.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
too shabby there from
yeah,
Mini
yeah,
with
yeah.
Jing. Deigns to descend from the ivory tower to deal with death blow to the
This is
neon.
winnable. Patman's too far away.
Can he get a touch? Unreal! The Red Bull clutch. A crucial one here for Woot as Wingman does the job.
The highest impact 1v1. But talk about Mini, what an adjustment.
Oh, that run was in.
Looks like he's already in the grave when he gets this third kill. What is that, man? What is that? The rest of the team are focused on Team Heretics. Triple stacked up.
Bro, wait a minute.
They go James
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know how I saw, but it's like
really
how.
solid.
Like
Smooth
how.
there from
You know what I
Mini
mean?
Boo. Avoids what would have been a lethal connection.
That was.
PRX had to be satisfied with a little bit of damage onto the neon, but Miniboo also has that overdrive and already. Here's Jing again. They are never ready for Jing. From the top rope, he's able to find his. Rien's claps back now, has to drop to the side. This is good
2v2,
anchoring.
please.
Can he do with something? No, the shorty.
2v1.
More than he can deal with. Boo here's a double swing. He's gonna have to deal with it. Oh, the King's horses and men.
Than you would typically see from Omens on this map. Something connection. Wow, damage for damage.
Yep, they both take a hit there. Ice Fury now being deployed by Riens. What is there to find here? Comes up with nothing. Patman hears him. How is he here already? The conditioning. Absolutely broken on the side of
Okay,
Heretics. And now it's up to Boo again.
done.
30 points of health to try and slow the PRX train down. But choo-choo, baby. We are
Choo-choo,
on the
motherfucker,
station.
choo-choo.
Paper Rex.
Oh my
have
days.
arrived
Track
in
by
the
track.
six.